Mirchi FM is #1 in Singatoka.
और किसके सुनिए यार, हमारा एक सच्चा साथी है मिर्ची एफएम लंबा साथी.
I love Mirchi FM. It's so hot. देखे में लाल लाल, खाए में हाय हाय. Tangi taupa में Mirchi FM is hot.
Here at Rugby Town, Singatoka, love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Mirchi FM is #1 in Suva.
It's hot.
हम इंग्लिश लंबासा में रहता है तो क्या बताइए हम मिर्ची एफएम सुनता है.
Mirchi FM, बहुत जुलूम जुलूम.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Tonight on FBC News, Bainimarama to formally launch Fiji First. Singatoka town celebrates 78th anniversary. An under-20 football team creates history. Good evening and welcome to FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. The country's newest political party, Fiji First, will in the coming days advertise for interested people to apply for candidacy under the party banner. Led by Vorenge Frank Bainimarama, the party was registered on Friday and now joins the race to form government. Chanel Shivan reports.
Fiji First will be formally launched once its leader, Vorenge Frank Bainimarama, returns from the 45th Annual International Sugar Organization or ISO Council Conference.
Like all political parties, we'll have to campaign also, of course. But everybody knows the track record of the Honourable Prime Minister and his team, and what the Honourable Prime Minister can deliver. He is, after all, the leader of Fiji First, and under his leadership, Fiji has progressed tremendously well.
Party General Secretary Ayaz Sayed Kayum says after the formalities, they will open applications for Fijians who want to contest elections.
We will be advertising in the coming week and calling for expressions of interest of those Fijians who wish to stand as candidates for Fiji First, and of course those who may want to volunteer. As the Prime Minister said, the work has already started in terms of people being speaking freely about Fiji First, its merits, its constitution, what Fiji First stands for.
Syed Kayum says the strength of the party is evident in what the Bainimarama government has achieved in the last 8 years. Chanel Shivan, FBC News.
Singatoka town is 78 years old today, but celebrations began last night to mark the special anniversary. The Coral Coast town has become a booming commercial centre renowned for tourism as well as agriculture. Christopher Chand reports.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Singapore. Happy birthday to you.
It's the first time the town is marking its birthday, and rightfully so.
Singatoka town is a small town with a very big heart. And like most cities and towns around the world, when you subtract the people, you don't have much. So what makes this town very special are all of you in front of us here tonight.
People like Bob Kennedy, Lanyata Matavesi, Kanti Tapu, Ilyasan Delana and Tiko Matawalu were honoured for their contribution to Singatoka over the years.
It is the first time ever in Singatoka's history that we've had such a Singatoka Day celebration. It is very, very important. I hope it becomes an annual event.
Hundreds turned up to witness the celebrations. Acting Prime Minister Ayaz Sayed Kayum himself hails from Singatoka. Singatoka Town Council has been given $200,000 to upgrade the market and a further $200,000 to facilitate sleeping areas for market vendors.
And in the next few weeks, ladies and gentlemen, we're putting in place some significant changes in the law to ensure that Singatoka Town progresses.
The highlight of the party being the $30,000 fireworks display. Christopher Chand, FBC News.
The new market and bus stand in Noori are under construction and expected to open early next year. The site was given to the council by the government in 1989 when the plan was drawn up. 3 lots were given, but the land for the new van and minibus stand is on hold due to a dispute underway since 2011. Savara Tambua has the story.
The $11.5 million project is currently underway, and Noori Special Administrator Ratu Napoleoni Masiro says even though there are some delays, the council will make sure the project opens on time.
But there have been some delays with regard to the systems, the delays in the weather, of course. And there are other slight delays that we needed to sort out amongst ourselves with regard to the drawings, and the need for us to look at the boundaries. We are acquiring extra land on the boundaries.
For the people of Noori, the changes can't come soon enough.
The bus stand will be right at the back of our shop, so the customer flow will be here, and people will be crossing and all those.
हमें खुशी है कि जो market bus stand और जो main road है.
We are happy with the new site of the bus stand and the market. It will be very beneficial because we won't have to go into town. There will be less congestion. We can go directly to the market and then the bus stand.
और इस तरह से हम वहाँ से भीड़-भाड़ से बच सकते हैं.
Others, however, have a different view, saying they'll have to walk quite a bit from Noori town to get to the bus stand.
People entering Noori town, their first stop is bus stand and the market. It's like a home, and then they come to the town. Now, just to catch a bus, they'll have to walk through the town to the bus stop, especially people across the bridge and airport side.
The Noori Town Council has confirmed it's working on ideas for the current bus stand to keep it financially viable.
The thinking on the bus stand is to put a hotel come shopping center there, because it's close to the river. It has a nice site.
The new market has an area of 5,200 square meters, while the existing one is 4,427 square meters. The council says 1,200 market vendors are required to sell their produces at this new market next year. Savera Tambua, FBC News.
Stay tuned. Coming after the break, work underway on Fiji's newest biogas company.
Today FM is #1 here in Singatoka.
We love Today FM in Lambasa. It rocks!
My favorite station in Nandi is Today FM.
Listening to Today FM rocks in Suva.
They love today's kid music.
I love Today FM because they play all my songs.
We love Today FM at Vuniva Lambasa. Yeah, it rocks!
I love Today FM because it rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Bulan 2 saya Tolu FM, enapan 2 raki-raki.
Bula FM nampan 2 in Noori.
Go etabo ke boto kola sa Bula FM nga.
Bula FM nampan 2 Korbu.
Bula FM nampan 2 Sawa.
Bula FM nampan 2 Lotoka. Bula.
Nampan 2 nang Bula FM memba.
Bula FM
nampan 2 NSR in Singatoka.
Kalau talitak na warong ng Bula FM Lotoka.
Do ali akar warong ng Bula FM nampan 2 NSR.
Bula FM nampan 2 NSR.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. The people of Ruma are now witnessing for the first time a great number of development projects being carried out on the island. As Salome Dhoka reports, not only are the people grateful, they have also indicated their support for the Prime Minister and his government.
Recent developments in Ruma, such as the dredging of the Oinafa Wharf, the upgrading of the roads, the airport and the schools, and improved health services have lifted the standards of living for the people on the island.
Never in the history of our little island community has so much been done by the government administration to improve a lot of the community in terms of improving their income generating capacity, the living conditions, compared to what the present administration has done over the last 8 years or so.
Under my government, Ruma is moving forward. As I say, all over the country, there has never been a better time to be a Fijian. And on the Ruma Day 2014, I can also say to you all that there's never been a better time to be a Ruma.
Major General George Conrote says praising the work carried out by the government of the day does not mean they were neglected by past administrations.
Having said that, I'm not insensitive nor dismissive to the efforts of past administration. We're equally grateful for that. In terms of timelines and periods of which developments are carried out for Rotuma, in so short a period of time, so much has been accomplished by the government of the day, and the chiefs and the people of Rotuma have expressed their appreciation and gratitude in the traditional manner.
Development on Rotuma continues. Within the next 2 months, military engineers will be on the island to build a new hospital. People on the island that FBC News spoke to have nothing but praises for the work government has undertaken to improve their lives. Apisolome Dhoka, FBC News.
A new company hopes to establish itself as a clean energy provider for Fiji. Biogas and Bioenergy Fiji manager Ken Davey says Fiji has incredible potential to tap into biomass energy. Ellen Stoltz has the details.
Biogas and Bioenergy Fiji already has plans for a headquarters in Suva. Leading the company at the moment is Ken Davey. He says Fiji has the capability to grow plants that can be used to produce biomass or clean energy. Davey says Fiji can become energy independent within a decade if things are done right.
We'll be principally concentrating on biogas, at least to begin with, because biogas has the most potential for Fiji. So we'll be looking at developing large-scale, large industrial-scale biogas projects here in Fiji.
He adds it's surprising to see how much is spent on fuel imports for a small country like Fiji. With biogas, Davey hopes to improve Fiji's current energy situation.
Because once you've created biogas, it's a very flexible form of energy. You can do anything with it. You can use it to produce electricity, you can use it as a transport fuel, you can use it as a way to displace other imported gases.
According to Davey, his company will establish precincts across the country, but this, he says, will take some time.
To develop a food, fibre and bioenergy precinct takes time. You have to identify the right locations, engage with the landowners, seek their support, and then also when you try and incorporate things like intensive livestock, food processing, eco-industrial developments, all of these things take time to work into a precinct. But once you have created these precincts, then you're talking about the creation of thousands of jobs.
Biogas and Bioenergy Fiji is in its final stages of registering as a company. With most of the paperwork now complete, Davey says that he's looking forward to developing industrial-scale biogas in various parts of the country. Ellen Stoltz, FBC News.
Coming up in sports, we have more on the historic Fiji under-20 side. Coming up in sports, Prime Minister Verenge Bainimarama is the new FRU president.
It's always Gold FM for us at Golden Point, Raki Raki.
Gold FM is #1 in Noori.
Gold FM is Nandi's best radio station.
It's always Gold FM with us here in Singatoka.
Old is gold, and Gold FM is #1 here in Singatoka.
Singatoka loves classic hits on Gold FM.
Listen to Gold FM here in Tagua.
We love Gold FM in Ba.
We've got beautiful beaches, people, and Gold FM in Raki Raki.
Lautoka loves the classic hits on Gold FM.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bato Bahe, Bame Radio Fiji 2 के कौन सा के रोके ऑनलाइन क्लियर
रेडियो Fiji 2 रकी रकी के लोग ज्यादा सुनते हैं।
नैनी में हम सबकी पसंद रेडियो Fiji 2।
तालेबू के लोग रेडियो Fiji 2 सबसे ज्यादा सुन रहे हैं।
मेरी पसंद रेडियो Fiji 2, नसोरी में सभी को पसंद रेडियो Fiji 2।
टावा में रेडियो Fiji 2 सभी कोई सुनते हैं।
रेडियो Fiji 2 रॉक।
रेडियो Fiji 2 I love you।
देश की धड़कन रेडियो Fiji 2।
Welcome to FBC Sports. The Vodafone Fiji under-20 footballers have created history by becoming the first national team to qualify for any Football World Cup. The 2-1 win over the Solomon Islands paved the way for the side to finish on top of the OFC playoffs in Suva last night. and the team is in for a handsome reward of $50,000 from the Fiji Football Association. Indra Singh has more on this historic moment in Fijian football.
These scenes of jubilation could only be classed as second to none. It's official, the young Fijian footballers have broken the hoodoo of the country's Football World Cup drought.
They have sacrificed a lot. They sacrificed their Saturdays, they sacrificed their leisure time, they sacrificed their families, they were away from their families. We used to cry together, we used to laugh together. I used to scold the boys, and then after that I used to embrace them, and then they had a lot of respect. They have a lot of respect for football and all the officials around us.
It was something which was lingering on the minds of the players and officials right from day one, and the end result can only be defined in one word: history.
Wow, I'm flying high. I don't know what to say. Just lost the words, cannot describe now what the feeling inside.
The ticket to the 2015 World Cup in New Zealand is not the only reward for this team.
It's a big incentive for the boys, I promise them, and definitely they'll be getting it. I'll be talking to Vodafone, but from Fiji Football Association I can say $50,000 is up for the players.
Plans and preparation phase for the World Cup has also started.
We already got planned. We were planning on it when the OFC president was here. We are planning on it for a Middle East tour. I've already got a USA tour with the Caribbean tour also lining up. I'll be going to the Congress in Brazil, where I'll be meeting the Confederation presidents and everything and see if they can accommodate us.
The Fijian coaching director says the win was one of sheer joy and emotion for everybody involved.
You can. I cry, and I've been in so many World Cup championships with Australia, and this is a special moment, no? We all dedicate so much, we all sacrifice so much. The parents, the schools, the districts, the sponsors, everybody put a hand.
Another who was part of the setup says the drought is finally over after so many near misses.
We have been knocking the door. We have probably knocked the door about 8 times, and it has now opened. And we really feel great. We have done the job. I think the boys. I should congratulate the boys. They did a very hard work. And we are there. We have been wanting to be there. For so many years.
All those involved had nothing else but smiles on their faces last night, knowing too well what the win meant. Not only for them, but for this country.
We are very proud at this moment. Our focus was from the first day to qualify, and we have been preparing very well throughout, and today we got dancers.
So the dust has settled, and now there is just a year before this Fijian team takes on the best talent from around the world. For now, the celebration and sinking in continues, but what awaits them is something that has never happened before in football for Fiji. Indra Singh, FBC Sports.
Meanwhile, the real heroes of the side were the players who, simply put, were overjoyed. A number of players in the side come from football family backgrounds and are proud to have broken the duck. Amongst them, a son of a former Fiji rep, a New Zealand-based rep, and the nephew of yesteryear stars. Here's Indra Singh again as he caught up with the team after the final whistle.
Taking time to sink in, but once it does, these reps will sure be always remembered in Fijian football circles as history makers.
Well, last year when I got the captain and I came back from Suva, I developed myself very properly from the boys. This is the team that is here, opportunity, and so we did it.
The skipper didn't mince his words on what it means for him to play in the World Cup.
It's a dream come true for me, and I'm wishing to go to the World Cup to see some players, top players, and it's a dream come true for me.
Naren Rao, son of former Fijian international Vimal Sami, is the third generation from his family to have donned the Fiji jumper.
I'm really proud being the first Fijian. My dad has done once. My grandfather, it was his dream. Fiji, he's not here. I was missing him in the ground today. And it is a dream came true for all Fijians today that first time ever Fiji has qualified.
One of the unsung heroes in the team was a New Zealand-based rep who only got a late call-up, but was a thorn to every attack thrown Fiji's way.
Just walking up to my dad, giving him a hug, tells me a lot. He's been there, my whole family's been there with me, it just means a lot. Having family support is the best thing in the world, being right beside you, I owe it to all of them, thank you very much.
The name Toma has been heard around Fijian football circles for many years, but the youngest member of the team is now the real hero.
Really happy for my uncle. They never qualified to the World Cup. Only I'm the first one in the family to qualify in the World Cup. I'm really happy.
Tony Tuivuna, who was suspended for the match, played his role well, and it was from the grandstands.
They're very happy, so
they are celebrating, and we'll celebrate to the limit, not because you have to go and for the World Cup. You have to prepare again for the World Cup, because it's not an easy job to go and play there.
It's time for these youngsters to cherish the moment. Years to come, the names of these players will ring bells around the country, and now we safely can say around the world. Interesting. FBC Sports.
The Fiji Rugby Union has confirmed that the International Rugby Board is already started helping the sport once again in certain areas. After the FRU AGM yesterday, FRU says IRB is happy with the progress made by the Fijian body. FRU believes this is a sign that they are on the right track.
IRB funding is back on track. They've just financed the insurance of our players that are here for the June Test series. They had asked us to do a number of things, which we have done. One is the submission of the report of all the developments that we've had to date, and likewise the second one is our financials, and for them to send an auditor, which they've done and audited and then gone back. And the third one is just the reports that we'll submit to them on our board meetings.
Asian rugby champions Japan stunned Samoa 33-14, registering a record 7 straight test win to strike a psychological blow before they face the Pacific Islanders at next year's World Cup. Both are drawn in Pool B at the World Cup in England alongside South Africa, Scotland and the United States. And the Cherry Blossoms showed a lot of promise against Samoa. Here are the highlights.
They can take it over this side. Got an opportunity if they can push it wide. Oh, it's dropped and they've left a big gap for the Samoans to go downtown, and it's going to be a sprint. And actually, it's going to be a really easy sprint and a kick over the line for Otto, the center. And Otto gets there. He outran the Japanese defense. Back again. Now they can move it along, and that's a nice piece of avoiding. There's a chance for Goramaru gives it outside him, and that's going to be the first try for the Japanese Fujita, the man who ran very, very quickly. They go wide, they miss out a couple, and go straight out to the number 14, and he has an easy job, Fujita, of getting his second try of the game.
Occasional showers were experienced over the central and eastern divisions today. Cloudy conditions and afternoon showers prevailed elsewhere. A weak trough of low pressure lies slow moving over Vanuatu and extends just to the south of Fiji. Meanwhile, another trough of low pressure affects Tokelau. Temperatures varied in different parts of the country. Lambasa was a high of 32 degrees, while Suva was a cool 26 degrees. Tomorrow's forecast is for more showers and cloudy conditions over the Fiji group. The outlook for Tuesday, some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands, afternoon or evening showers. Recapping our headlines tonight, Bainimarama to formally launch Fiji First. Singatoka town celebrates 78th anniversary. An under-20 football team creates history. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. Or if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News, or simply hashtag FBC News. Now you can join Pideli Rokotoivuna next for an interview with the Fiji Under-20 coach Ravinesh Kumar. I'll be back next weekend. Until then, have a good evening.
Talita na Radio Fiji 1 na mwirani nondo bonua.
Ando talita kana borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 Singatoka mbole ni station ni Alumatu.
Ando talita ka bole una borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 station ni Alumatu Ilotoka.
Ando talita ka bole una borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 mandi na station ni Alumatu.
Au tuko korbo ando borrongo leve na station ni Alumatu na Radio Fiji 1. Do borrongo na Radio Fiji 1 na station ni Alumatu na mandoi tele.
Na Radio Fiji 1 nando moibiti na bonga ni BNN.